podcast hopes to demonstrate an essential knowledge of the humanities. This podcast hopes to demonstrate an essential knowledge of the humanities at both junior and senior cycle, paying particular attention to junior cycle for the purpose of this assignment. This podcast will describe in detail a field trip that has been designed with a second year geography group in mind. The purpose of this field trip is to integrate students' knowledge of urban geography and map work, while simultaneously improving students' key skills. This geography field trip is also intrinsically linked with history, as Ballina is renowned as a major historical centre, and a field trip in this location presents an opportunity for a cross-curricular learning experience for all students involved. Throughout this task, students will be working in pairs to complete a scavenger hunt around the town of Ballina, County Mayo. The introduction of group work to a field trip of this nature encourages students to improve on their key skills of working with others and communicating. Ballina was chosen as the location for this field trip for a number of reasons. The first of these was its proximity to the school in mind. Secondly, it was felt that Ballina has many of the features of a major urban centre without being too large for second-year students to navigate. Ballina is the largest town in County Mayo, with an urban population of up to 15,000 people and an additional 30,000 in the hinterland. Ballina is situated on the estuary of the River Moy. It is also the cathedral town of the Catholic Diocese of Killala. Ballina is renowned as an angling centre, with excellent river, sea and lake waters within easy reach. The famous Ridge Pool in the town is one of the premier tourist attractions in Ireland. The proximity of the town of Ballina to the school in mind would hopefully give students a new perspective on a town they will already know quite well. Students will be using a map to locate Ballina's cathedral, fire station, post office and tourist office. From the outset, each pair will be given a map of the town. On the reverse of this map, there will be instructions for the task to be carried out. Each team will have to collect 4 stars. These stars will have to be collected from the cathedral, the fire station, the post office and the tourist office. These buildings will have to be located by each pair using their map, beginning with the first clue they have been given. The field trip will begin at Dillon Terrace at the entrance to the main area of the town. The clue to the first destination for students where a star will be located will read, "A large bell rings here." If students find this clue too confusing, an additional clue of "I have a large face that looks onto the River Moy" will be provided. Students will then travel to the cathedral to pick up a star and find their next clue. The next clue directing students to the post office will be, "I hold many letters, but none are mine." Following the post office, students' third destination will be the fire station, directed by the clue, "Our weapon is water." And the final clue, "We are full of maps, but we never travel," will direct students to the tourist office where the scavenger hunt will end. Following the scavenger hunt, the students will be brought to the seating area along the River Moy. Each pair will have a number of urban geography questions to consider. For example, students will be asked why they think the town of Ballina originated in this area in particular, and how they feel the reasons for the popularity of certain assets of the town, especially the river, have changed over time, thus further improving on students' skill to manage information and think for themselves. The next activity will be introducing students to some historical locations in Ballina, along with the help of a local historian, Carmel Hughes. Starting with a visit to the town's oldest monument, known locally as the Dolmen of the Forum Wales. The dolmen is located behind Ballina's railway station and dates from about 2000 BC. Following the visit to the Dolmen of the Forum Wales, students would then be brought to visit Belleek Manor in the wooded parkland on the outskirts of the town. The manor house was built by the Knox Gore family in the 1830s, and the impressive cut stone building has been beautifully restored. Belleek Manor would serve as the final destination of the field trip and as the location for each pair to complete their field notes. This urban field study would hopefully give students a new perspective on a town they are already quite familiar with, by opening their eyes to the fact that there is a lot more to Ballina than its shops. In the field, students will hopefully enjoy the task of thinking on their feet independent of teachers and should be enthusiastic about a learning experience outside of the classroom. Thanks for listening.